Hi guys, it's Ray. I am going to start a new cup today. This one is going to be super duper simple. I'm going to use this UV DTF wrap size to fit a Libby cup, but I'm going to use it on a tumbler. I'm going to show you how you can split this up and do something different with them. If you see ones you love, they can be converted to work on tumblers. I'm going to do this as an epoxy tumbler, but I'm going to start on a iridescent tumbler. I am going to add a little bit of glitter and a coat of epoxy before I go to the decal though. So we're going to go ahead and do that first, just to give it a little more shimmer. So we're going to do a touch of rose mixed in some epoxy. Okay, so I'm just going to mix in a little scoop of the touch of rose, get this applied, torch it quick, and then let it dry, and we'll be back. Okay, we are ready to do this. I don't know where any of my smaller scissors are that aren't fussy scissors at this point. Not sure what's going on around here. We're going to cut this apart completely. Not completely, but like... but completely. I do think I'm going to leave this top butterfly because it kind of touches a little bit. Maybe these top two, actually. So, we're just going to pick a spot. This is all the same, basically. I don't know why I didn't take the thing off the bottom, but just wasn't thinking, I guess. It happens. And I did just leave a fingerprint. So I'm going to cut that fingerprint off. My bad. So I'm going to put these butterflies pretty close to the top. No, actually I'm going to move them down a little bit. I don't want the decal that close to the top. We'll work with it that way. Hopefully that is fairly straight. That was stupid cutting the fingerprint off because this is a DTF and that was on the backer, so it was not going to show anyways. I don't know what's wrong with me today. So you burnish them down really well around all of the printing. These lines are going to be, they'll transfer, but you have to make sure they're burnished really well, and I don't recommend starting your pull from a skinny line. That's just my personal experience. I highly recommend starting with a thicker spot. And try and go slow, so if you're not completely down, you can stop and give it another scrub. So far, so good, though. I did lose a little piece of the backer there, or front layer. There. So, that is that. Now, for the rest of these butterflies, I'm going to have them just kind of fly around the cup. So some of them may go on individual, some of them may go on in clusters. It's just going to depend on what feels right for each section of the cup, if that makes sense. Like, I think I'm going to do this cluster like that. And we're going to work out from our main decal. And I do want that little single one to go up here. I may come in and put some more in around, but we're going to do the full body first. And then we can fill in any gaps or anything with whatever's left. So I'm going to come back, and we're going to come off of this side and wrap to the bottom. So I'm going to cut these two off. Oops. And I'm going to cut these two off. Maybe. I got the tape trick. That's what I wanted it to kind of line up, so it was a full all the way around. Okay. So I'm going to come back over and fill in this last little bit. One more right here. Okay. And I'm going to continue on to the bottom, so that's going to cover some of that. I'm just going to cut a couple off so I have them. I'm annoyed with myself about that. Happens. I need one more up here and one more over here somewhere. Okay, so now I'm going to look and see if I want to fill in any heavier anywhere. I think I want another one like here, maybe another one here, because it's basically two rows of butterflies. So I don't want to go too far out. I'm going to cut these side 4 off. And see if I even need that many to work in. I want one more here. I could go crazy and fill this entire thing and use all of these, but It's not really what I want to do. I'm going to put these two here and we're going to call it good. I think there's plenty. These get very staticky and the top pieces are quite sticky, so I do try and keep them piled. Otherwise they end up stuck to my table. All right, so I think that is plenty. I almost feel like I went too far on the bottom, but that's all right. So we're going to get a coat of epoxy on this, and that's all she's going to get. Obviously, cutting apart the wraps won't work if it's like a really solid wrap, but for any of the ones that are individual pieces around a center decal, you can do something like this, or just scatter everything everywhere, because there are some really, really cute can wraps out there. And if working on glass isn't your thing, that's fine. I could have gone directly on this sublimation tumbler and just went straight to the decals and no epoxy if you didn't want to epoxy, because the UV DTFs will hold up for a very, very, very long time. So let's go get some epoxy on it. Okay, we are ready to get a coat on this. Okay, so that's going to be it for this one. Like I said, it was going to be a super simple, quick and easy antisocial and outdoorsy with our little butterflies in flight. And then the, bottom, where I'm still annoyed I forgot to take the cap cover off, but whatever. So that is it for this one. I hope you like it, and I am looking forward to working with the rest of this subscription box.